Hello everyone, this is the Classic Pro, and today we are finally going to be playing Sonic Adventure 2, released in 2001 for the Sega Dreamcast. And the great thing about it is, this game was actually released even after the death of the Dreamcast, even after the Dreamcast stopped selling copies, stopped manufacturing. They still released this game even after that, and I've got to say, they went out with a bang, even though it came out late. Because in my opinion, this is one of the greatest Sonic games of all time, and it's one of my favorite games, and I am so excited to finally be able to show you guys just how great this game is. And this is gonna be a fun ride. This is actually one of the first few Sonic games that I played as a kid, growing up with the Dreamcast era. I mean, I didn't grow up with the Dreamcast specifically, but I grew up with that era of Sonic. Which means, unfortunately, as I was growing up, the series was already going through its dark age, entering the dark age. But that's a story for another time. But yeah, we're gonna be playing through the entire story mode in chronological order, which means that I'll be starting off with the dark story, and then we'll be going to the hero story. Because technically the story starts off with the dark story, even though the game assumes that you're going to start off with the hero story anyway. But this is actually how I want to play it, because that's how I mean, most people just play through one story and then move on to the next story. That's not how I want to do it. So yeah, this is gonna be fun, and let's get started with the dark story.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Security breach at Gate 3. Intruder has been located in the north quadrant and is moving in the direction of the underground base. All units prepare to engage. Emergency battle formations. Standard battle procedures initiated. Locate and stop the intruder from entering the security area. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Let's take a look at what my grandfather was working on. A top-secret military weapon. The military shut down the research because they feared it. I'm Dr. Eggman, the greatest scientific genius of the world. By accident, I found my grandfather's diary. In it, he described the mysterious top-secret weapon he was working on called Project Shadow. The diary looked like it was sealed inside the military research facility when it was shut down over 50 years ago. What a waste of good research. The legacy of the greatest scientific mind in the history of the world. Professor Gerald, that's my grandpa. I might as well get some use out of it.
Intruder alert. Assume level 1 defense.
Alright, and we are finally into the gameplay. This is Stage 1, Iron Gate, and we are playing as Dr. freaking Eggman. We are playing as the main antagonist of the Sonic franchise for the first time ever. And once again, that does not count for Sonic R. We are not counting Sonic R, okay? So yeah, basically Eggman's gameplay is shooting. His gameplay is reminiscent of E102 Gamma's gameplay from Sonic Adventure. Except this time, when you shoot something, when you press the shooting button, you can actually shoot Vulcan cannon shots. But you can still aim at stuff. You can still aim at enemies and certain items. So aiming is still a very crucial part of the gameplay. And you actually have a health bar this time around, so rings aren't as important as before. We also have an infinite time limit, unlike Gamma, who actually has to destroy enemies to increase his time limit. But this time around, we destroy enemies for bonus points. The more enemies that you destroy at once, the more bonus points you obtain. Which actually brings me to a new mechanic that Sonic Adventure introduces, and that is the ranking system. And the ranking system, we'll actually discuss the ranking system a little bit later on. But here we are, breaking into the military base. The opening cutscene and Eggman's briefing explains basically what's going on. We're trying to break into the military base to discover Project Shadow, which was some sort of research that Eggman's grandpa was working on. And we're actually almost at the end of the stage too. So here we are, just destroying a whole bunch of bad guys. But these aren't Eggman's robots. These are the military's robots. They actually designed their own robots. So Eggman's robots don't really play a huge part of the game here. So yeah, that's the end of that. That's the end of Stage 1, Iron Gate.
Now you know why I am the best. So this is the military's top secret weapon. It's a lot smaller than I expected. Enter user data. Enter password. Password is Maria. Maria. Now all I have to do is to place the Chaos Emerald into this console. Are you trying to spoil my plans again? Wait a minute. You're not Sonic. This is impossible.
My name is Shadow. Since you were so kind to release me, my master, I will grant you one wish.
Now, what?
Behold the true power I possess. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form, awakened from a deep sleep that lasted over 50 years. Dr. Eggman, the grandson of my creator, Professor Gerald, has freed the Doctor awakened me, and for that I have granted him a wish. first, let me show you the true power I possess. In 10 seconds, I was able to destroy the military hardware.
This is Scorpion Troops Hotshot. Enemy movement has been detected. En route to intercept and destroy.
Copy that.
And now we are playing as the world's second favorite hedgehog, or the second most popular character in the whole canon. To paraphrase the words of Sonic Boom Eggman. I really never thought I'd say that, but whatever. But now we're going against the first boss, or technically the first boss of the game, known as Hotshot, which is his codename. And you can actually jump on top of the crates, and then you can hit him while he's in the air, or you can wait patiently for him to land on the ground, and then you could possibly try to get multiple hits like that. And for every hit he takes, he's gonna try shooting Plasma Blaster at you. It's very easy.
Pathetic humans.
Destroying that guard robot was spectacular. So, Shadow, you are the military's top secret weapon. But what did you mean when you said you will grant me a wish?
Bring more Chaos Emeralds.
Shadow, wait!
I'll be waiting for you in the central control room on the Space Colony Ark.
Ark.
And now it is time for the hero story.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What? The
Didn't
Hedgehog
copy that.
is
Over.
gone. He's taken out everyone aboard and...
What's
What
wrong?
in the world?
Come in. Over.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that Hedgehog!
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better. Yeah! I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Some military troops suddenly showed up saying they were looking for me. Looks like they might be taking me for a ride somewhere. Hey, what's this? Handcuffs? Wait a minute, what are you talking about? I'm not a deserter from any military facility. I thought it may be some kind of joke. But this isn't funny. I gotta get out of here.
And now the moment you have all been waiting for, it is time for City Escape.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
Oh man, I love this stage so freaking much. I mean, look at how the stage starts. We are going down the entire city on a piece of an airplane. It's just fantastic. What a way to start off a stage. And lest we forget about the fan-freaking-tastic music that is playing right now in the stage. I mean, this is probably the most important part of the stage, is the music. I mean, Escape from the City is one of the greatest Sonic themes of all time. Well, Sonic stage themes of all time. And if you are a fan of Sonic, and you don't know about City Escape, anything about City Escape at all, better ask somebody, even though you might not get any positive responses out of it. And I'm not even gonna stop talking, just so you guys can listen to the music, because, I mean, you should already know about this. You guys should already know about this, if you're a Sonic fan. And if somebody says that the City Escape theme, Escape from the City, is a bad track, is a bad theme song, there is something wrong with that person, and you should probably take that person to the hospital. I'm kidding, but that's just wrong. And woohoo! We're going down the building! Hooray! And we got the invincibility. We're gonna destroy these robots. Man, I just freaking love this stage. There are so many things about this stage that make it so nostalgic. Because it's a game that I grew up with, and it's an important piece of history. And especially this part, oh my goodness, we're getting chased by a freaking big rig from the military. And look at it, it's destroying everything in its path just to get to Sonic. And for some reason they think that we're a deserter from the military. For some reason. And oh my goodness, that was Bit the Cat! Anyway, that doesn't matter now. Run! Yeah! Take that, you truck! You're out of here. And that is the end of City Escape. That was a blast.
That was cool!
Just let it go! You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emeralds. That makes it very powerful.
What the?
What? Thief!
Look who's calling who a thief.
I came here following the signal from the emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, is it not?
Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
Well, I guess I can use it for something. I'll just take it with me. Farewell, knucklehead.
Not if I can help it.
What?
Ah! What was that all about? And look what you did to my emerald!
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald.
Doesn't matter. I'll look into it once I get back to the base.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me. All the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
My name is Rouge the Bat, better known as the treasure hunter Rouge. I just love jewels and cannot seem to get enough of them. I found this very valuable Master Emerald, but this annoying echidna has been following me. He's so persistent. Moreover, this strange old man with a weird-looking mustache tried snatching it from me. But before that happened, it was shattered into pieces. Oh, look what you've done! Now I have to find and collect all of the pieces!
Alright, moving right along. We are now entering Stage 2 of the Dark Story, Dry Lagoon. And we are now playing as the new character of the series, Rouge the Bat. And basically, she plays just like Knuckles. By the way, make sure you don't destroy those robots. Make that your first priority, because you're gonna need to save that turtle so it can take you to a different section of the stage. So make sure that you do that. Otherwise, you're not gonna get very far. The first emerald piece just so happens to be over here somewhere. And so basically, Rouge plays just like Knuckles does, except that she glides with her wings and she kicks, unlike Knuckles, who glides with his dreadlocks and punches. So that's basically it. Now there are actually quite a few differences with the treasure hunting stages in this game from the first game. First of all, the treasure hunting stages are actually a little bit difficult. It introduces a new mechanic. It introduces a hint system, which basically gives you an idea of where the emerald pieces may be. And it's because of this hint system, the radar system can only detect one emerald piece at a time, as opposed to the original Sonic Adventure, where you can actually search for any emerald piece in any order. Like, you might actually stumble upon any random emerald piece that doesn't even show up on the radar system. That doesn't even show up on the radar. And people actually hate the, you can only imagine how many people hate the treasure hunting stages in this game because of this. And I've got to be brutally honest, that's actually the least of my worries. But we'll get to that in a second as we move on to Knuckles.
Perfect, like me?
I'm Knuckles the Echidna, but you can call me Knuckles. Once again, the Master Emerald was stolen from Angel Island. The thief turns out to be this know-it-all Batgirl of all things. When that Batgirl was within my reach, who do you think shows up? Yep, that's right, Eggman. He came just in time to spoil my plan, and even tried to take the Master Emerald. I managed to break the Master Emerald into pieces before Eggman managed to escape. Now I have to find the pieces. That Batgirl is after the pieces as well. I have to collect them all and put the emerald back together quickly.
And now we are moving on to Knuckles. Here we are in Stage 2 of the hero story, Wild Canyon. And now Knuckles has to find the 3 pieces of the Master Emerald. And back to what I was saying about the radar system in this game. Although you can only sense one emerald piece at a time, that's actually not the biggest problem, in my opinion. In my opinion, the biggest flaw about the radar system is that it can only sense it only blinks in 3 colors, as opposed to Sonic Adventure, where it blinks in 5 colors. So, yeah, that's actually my biggest complaint about it. But we'll actually get to that later on down the line, where what I'm talking about actually plays a bigger role. But this is Wild Canyon. This is a very small stage, as opposed to Dry Lagoon, which is actually a bit bigger. And it's actually very similar to Dry Lagoon. Except that we're actually in more of a desert-like place. Rouge's stage, Dry Lagoon, is actually in more of a tropical-like stage. But here, the last emerald piece is over here somewhere, and we're about to get it in just a minute, if I can reach it. Like, see, it's just floating right there, and I'm having a really hard time getting it for some reason. I don't know why. Oh well. But once I get this last emerald piece, that'll be the end of this video. And I got it. So that is the end of part 1 of Sonic Adventure 2. Stay tuned for part 2. This is only the beginning. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, this is perfect.